breathe in, breathe out. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome here, welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on. This episode of Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose, and I am your host, Crystal Lavender. Today we are going to do an all signs reading of do they regret it? Do they regret? Just like a quick little run through to see what the energy was when at the time that whatever happened, all right? And if they actually regret whatever it is that they did or not. So before we get started, we're going to talk about this. This is my book, Say You Love, and it is a testimony of triumph over the darkness of childhood sexual trauma and addiction, okay? And I wrote this whole book using my phone and some paper, all right? So you don't need any fancy laptops. You don't need any special software. Like, you don't need any kind of anything crazy or extravagant to be able to do something like writing a book, okay? All you need is like your phone, like this little guy right here, okay? And like some paper and the determination to get it done. All right. So I just throw that out there for inspiration for anybody that is looking to write a book or has always like wanted to write a book, but didn't think that they could or didn't think they had enough resources or whatever. So you definitely have all the tools in your pocket all the time. All right. And this will be in the description box of every one of my new uploads. You can get it on Amazon. You can also get a free download on my website, which is all in the description box of all the videos after the video's been uploaded. And I don't share my story because I'm proud of some of the stupid stuff I've done. Like, I've done a lot of really, really stupid stuff. I've done a lot of really, really just stupid. Okay. But I share my story as a walking testimony that not only is it possible for people to change, that it is absolutely necessary to like heal. All right. Like, you can heal. You can heal. You can come out of the pits of hell and you can transmute that pain and turn it into power and purpose like I'm doing here. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hello. That's okay. I know it's kind of late and it's just going to be a quick run through anyways. We're just going to go a quick run through of, if they regret it or not. All right. So we're going to start with Aries. And we're going to go all the way through to Pisces. So Aries, you know who it is that you're thinking about when you ask that question, if they regret it or not. All right. Like, I can't answer that question for you, but we can find out if they regret it or not. All right. So thank you guys so much for being here. It's a super honor for every single one of you. Every single one of those likes, every single one of your comments, every single everything like means the world to me. It's like, hi, my name is Crystal and I'm a recovered addict. I know that I'm not for everybody, but I'm as open and honest and vulnerable and like I'm an open book, literally. So just because I know that there's a lot of spiritual leaders out there that like don't share their story. They don't share about any of the stuff they've been through that got them to where they're at. You know, there's some that do. I'm not saying that none of them don't, but I just want to make sure that I am definitely one of those people that is open, completely open and vulnerable with my community, because I'm not trying to build a page. I'm trying to build a community, and there ain't no unity without community, right? Ain't got to be a Rockefeller to help a fella. So Aries. Yeah, I put one on. This actually came from a friend of mine. He was a customer at the gas station I worked at. Like, he ended up passing away, but he gave it to me one day. He saw me walking to work and gave me that necklace. So, all right, Aries, do they regret it? Whatever it is, do they regret it for Aries? They said, I thought we were fine, but I guess I was wrong. All right. They might have thought everything was all good in the hood, or that whatever happened wasn't as big of a deal. You know, maybe you felt more deeply about it than they did. And it says, I am better with my mind than I am with my heart. So maybe they aren't very good at communicating how they feel. Maybe like once whatever happened, and they were just like, whatever, just let it happen, you know? So, I mean, that's got to say that they they feel some sort of way about it. I don't know if I could ever be who you needed me to be. All right. So a lot of them probably felt like they weren't good enough for you, or, you know, they knew that they couldn't be the person that you needed them to be. They couldn't be as emotionally available like you needed them to. Like maybe they couldn't commit the way that you needed them to. It's like they knew that they couldn't. And it says, I knew it from the start. So they got into this knowing that, knowing they probably already felt like it was going to not go so well from the get-go. It says, you made me doubt myself. Sometimes I don't know who I am anymore. So I feel like this person does have they do definitely feel some sort of way about whatever it is that happened between you guys. But it feels like they kind of already expected it to happen. You know, it was like one of those, like, did I manifest it, you know, or is it just like, oh, I told you so, you know? And it's not easy for me to explain how I feel. So this person is definitely not really good with expressing their emotions. They're not really good at expressing their emotions and letting you know how they feel about things. And maybe that was part of the complication that happened between you guys, you know? Or maybe if you tried to express how you felt about something, they took it as an attack, or vice versa, you know, like maybe you guys didn't have clear communication. Let's see what we can get from the tarot. She better not. No, if she had a mouse, she would be growling. She's got a little fake mouse that she plays with. All right. So the tower, they like, whatever it was that happened between you guys was definitely sudden and unexpected. Okay. And they are definitely not the best emotional communicators. Like they're probably totally good with finances, or, you know, like they might be good with presentations, but when it comes to feeling, they're not very good with the feeling side of things. Yeah, they definitely feel like the victim with the Four of Cups. What are you playing with? Hold on. She's not playing with nothing but the sheet. She's just playing with the sheet. She's being a weirdo, like always. The Page of Swords. They would like to talk to you. You know, if they could start it all over again, and flip some magical switch, I think that they would like to try it over again. So it definitely feels like there is a little bit of regret here. Yeah, but everything that's coming out is a Page. And they kept their options open. Like, I don't think that they were ready to commit, you know. And from the cards that we got in the earlier spread, it's like they kind of like, it's like, did they manifest it, or is this one of those like, oh, I told you so? Or it's like they could just say I told you so because they manifested the end of whatever this relationship was, or whatever happened. But they definitely feel some sort of way about it. Otherwise, it wouldn't have felt like, when the tower hit, they wouldn't have felt like so sudden and abrupt, you know. That was one of the first cards that came out, was the Tower card. So yeah, the Seven of Cups. They've definitely, I think they had their options open the whole time. You could have been dealing with a Libra. This person moves really fast, you know. It's like they want to get together, they want to get with you, they want to hook up right away. It's like if you didn't sleep with them within the first week, then they probably put you off to the side because they've had somebody else in their inbox that would. You know what I mean? It's like they weren't looking for commitment. They were looking for like instant gratification, you know. And if they didn't get that instant gratification, then they probably switched it around on you and made it somehow your fault and didn't take accountability for that whatsoever. And it's like all you were doing was trying to respect yourself, you know. Let's see what we can get from this other deck. I mean, but they definitely did feel some sort of way about it, you know. It took them by surprise. But do they regret it? Do they regret it? Does this person regret doing what they did to Aries? Please and thank you. Not so much. Not so much. You got the Two of Cups in the reverse. you know, the Two of Swords or you have Two of Swords in reverse. It's like they're not up in their head about it. They pretty much are like, whatever, you know, their loss. They probably play the victim. They don't seem like they're too regretful, but it did take them by surprise. Yeah. And they're not coming forward with the Fool in reverse. They're not coming forward, but they definitely feel like there is some unfinished business. Like if they could do it all over again, they probably would, you know. But would they change anything? You know, would they change anything, or would they just be a little bit more better at not getting caught, or a little bit better at, you know, hiding whatever it is that they were doing? You know, the Seven of Cups has come out like 3 different decks. Okay, so they most definitely had their options open. I think you were one of their options, and they already decided that it probably wasn't going to last, so they already had an inbox full of people anyways, you know, so they were just like, next, and on to the next one. Sorry, Aries. Let's move on to Taurus. Taurus. Did this person regret whatever it was that happened between you guys? This person have regret? I'm just doing real quick run-throughs. These aren't going to be like super long and elaborate. They're going to be straight to the point. Like, did this person regret it or no? Did they got regret or no? It says, I am at war with my inner demons. Please stay away for now. This battlefield is not the right place for you. So it looks like they could be going through some sort of something in their life, maybe some sort of outside drama, or maybe some sort of addiction issue. Maybe they weren't being honest with you about. But they're at war with themselves. So whatever happened with you. Like, let's see, before I speak too much on it. It says, can you accept where I'm at right now? Because my life is a mess. Yeah, this person is definitely going through it. Whatever it is, like, this person is going through it. You know, and I don't think that they want you to have any part of that. It's like you're just a byproduct of the mess their life already was, you know. I think they're regretful of more than what just happened with you guys. Like, you're like, whatever happened with you guys is a byproduct of how messy this person's life is anyways, you know. It says it's not easy for me to explain how I feel. Hold on. Let me see something here. It's not easy for me to explain how I feel. I don't think this person can be honest with themselves, much less you. You know, and I don't think you should take that personally. They do miss you. They want to touch you and get physical, you know. But whatever regret is that they have, it says, I cannot commit to you. It is too much responsibility. All right. Whatever it is that they got going on in their life in general, I think this person's life was a mess before you ever got with them. And whatever happened between you guys was just a reflection of that mess. Okay. Like, I don't think it was necessarily either your fault nor their fault. You know, it was just like a byproduct of unhealed wounds, unhealed trauma, you know. And it's like they got swept up in the middle of it with you. I wish I knew then what I know now. So yeah, they do have some regret. It definitely feels like they do regret. They at least have some regret. But like I said, it feels like this person's life was just a mess to begin with, you know. And I think they got swept away with you, and they thought maybe that you were the answer to their prayers, but it's like, you can't just bury your head in sand and pretend like, you know, nothing's happening. It's like, I think it was just a lot of unhealed wounds that they hadn't processed, you know, that maybe like their past life caught up with them, and like you ended up in the middle of it. But they definitely have regret. It's like, can you forgive me? You know, they definitely want your forgiveness. They want to be at peace with you. I don't think this person's even at peace with themselves. Hi, Vahala. Yeah, again, it came out with, can you forgive me? So this person definitely wants forgiveness. Like they want to be in good standing with you. They definitely do have regret for whatever it is that happened. But like I said, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I've split to the tower, right? Whatever happened, like I think their life was a mess before they ever even entered into a relationship or entered into whatever this contract was with you. And I think they thought maybe you were going to save them from themselves. And nothing can save anybody from themselves, all right? Nothing can save anyone from themselves. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius. We got Cancer. Yeah. But this person definitely they feel some sort of way. We are on Taurus right now. I just barely started, so thank you for showing up. This person definitely is in their feels. All right. Definitely in their feels. They definitely have regret. You know, yeah. If I was to say someone had some regret, yeah, those are definitely the cards for it. Like this person definitely has regret for whatever it was that happened. They feel guilty. They definitely feel remorse. They feel hurt by hurting you. You know, sometimes we have to play that part. You know, I think we have to play every role in order to really understand it. It's like we have to play the victim, we have to play the hero, we have to play the heroine, we have to play the advocate. You know, we have to play all of those roles in order to truly understand what it is what it feels like to be on either side of those. You know, it's like we have to really be in. We have to get our heart broken, and we have to break someone else's heart. You know. And I think this person like definitely has regret for whatever happened, and they would like to be in good standing with you, but they don't want to fight with the Five of Wands. You know, they don't want to fight. You are very welcome. They don't want to fight. You know, there's probably not anything worse that you could say to them that they don't already beat themselves up for. Like this person feels like they are very like, you know, I call this the Furies, you know. I don't know, I won't focus, right? But it's like those are the fears. It's like the anxiety, the fear, the worry, you know. They're like, this person has so much of that already that there's probably not anything like, but they really think that if they come forward, it'll just be a big fight between you guys. But they definitely regret it. If I've seen some cards that say regret, those were definitely some cards that screamed regret. So I would say, yeah, this person definitely does regret whatever it was that happened between you guys. Yep. The Two of Cups. You know, they definitely had love for you. But I think this person's life was just a mess anyways. And you can't save someone from themselves. Like you can fly all the way across the country and still wind up in the exact same situations that you were in before because you're still on that vibration, right? All right. Accountability, right? Taking accountability isn't the easiest thing to do, to know that you were the cause of someone else's hurt or pain. And to like, there's a song by Fighting Chance and it's like, take one for the pain and one for the life you've wasted. Take two for it's like, take one for the pain that you've caused onto someone, and then take one for the pain that you caused onto you, and then take one for the life that you've wasted and one for the life that you've gained. It's like, we have to play all parts of those roles really to understand like what it truly feels like, how it truly feels to love someone that doesn't love you, you know? Like, I'm sure we've all had our heart broken, you know, but have we all admitted that we've broken someone else's heart, you know? Like, I know I have. I can raise my hand. I'm guilty of that, you know? All right, let's go on to Gemini. I'll put that song. Fighting Chance is really good. Like they're kind of like they're a California band. They're a little bit like kind of Scottish, almost like Sublimey in a way. But like their lyrics are so deep, and they've gotten me through a lot of really hard times. So I'll post those songs in my community tab because they're really good. All right, Gemini. All right, Gemini, thank you so much for being here. Please hit that little like button and the little hi button. Hello. Drop down and say hello. It's a little click for you, but a big bada boom for me. Big bada boom, chicken good. So let's find out. And if you want to look them up, they're called Fighting Chance. But you usually have to put band after it. You put Fighting Chance band. And they're really, really good. Gemini, did this person regret what happened between you guys? Whatever it was that happened, does this person regret it? Please and thank you for Gemini. We're just going to do some real quick messages, find out if this person has regret. Like, you know who it is you're asking about, you know? It says, can you forgive me? So, I mean, they got to have some sort of feels if they want you to forgive them, right? But I mean, do they want you to forgive them because they got caught doing something, or do they want you to forgive them because they really feel bad about it, you know? It says, I am terrified of rejection. Maybe this person has abandonment issues. You know, maybe they figured that they would walk out before you could walk out on them. It says, I want more, but I'm scared that it won't work out. Like, did this person ghost you? Did this person, like, you know, like, were you guys starting to get close and then all of a sudden they were like, poof, gone? You know? This person feels like they have, like, some major abandonment issues. And it says, I am comfortable where I'm at. I don't want to change, you know? Some people like your comfort zone is probably, that's one of the hardest, like the most undercover hater that we've got is our comfort zone, right? Because if we're comfortable where we're at, like, why would we want to change anything? Like, if we're comfortable in the way we live, the way we think, our belief systems, like, why, like, people will fight tooth and nail if you try to present them with some sort of truth of that makes them question their own reality, their own belief system. You know, there's a lot of people that are super, like, they're super stuck with their undercover hater, and their undercover hater is their comfort zone. But yep, boom, it says, I regret my behavior. So maybe this person actually really does regret it, you know? I've done some things in my past where I'm like, wow, I can't believe I did that, you know? I cannot believe that was actually me that did that. But those experiences helped change me to, like, never do that again, to never be that person again, to never want to ever be that version of myself. You know, maybe this person, like, whatever happened between you guys needed to happen so they could see, you know, they could see that they have that dark side of themselves as well, you know? Like, I went down some places where, like, I couldn't believe that I got like that, you know? I was like, I never want to be that person ever again. Like, if I ever feel like I got to look through somebody's phone, or if I ever feel like I got to, you know, go check to see if they're actually at work, or, you know what I mean? Have any of those weird, like I never ever want to feel like that again. But I know myself that I have acted crazy in some situations, and I didn't have to act like that. I could have just been like, nope, cut it off and leave, you know? But sometimes we have to go through it in order, like, we have to actually go through it in order to learn it. And, like, I learned a lot about who not only who I did not want to be with, but who I never wanted to be again. You know, I learned a lot about myself. So maybe this person actually did learn a lot about themselves from whatever it was that happened with you guys. But they definitely feel intensely about you. It's like, why do I feel this intense about you? You know, maybe you live in their mind. Maybe whatever it was that happened between you guys, like, constantly is replayed in their mind. Have you ever had those conversations in your head? It's like, you know, like later on in the day, maybe you got in an argument with somebody at a gas pump, or, you know, somebody, like, randomly, and you're like, you go over it in your head about, you just have this imaginary conversation back and forth with what you should have said, or I could have said this and this and this, and, like, been all da 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 da, you know, and you, like, run through it in your head all day. I think this person runs through their head, like, the conversations that you guys have had, or whatever this last argument was. And they know they have to make a decision. It's in their face, right? Yeah, I ain't trying to be no Inspector Gadget. Inspector Ratchet Gadget? Nah. No, thank you. Like if you feel like you got to go through somebody's phone, it's over already. You know what I mean? I think you might have been a catalyst for change for this person. It says, I wish I would have had the courage to stick up for myself. Like the cards said they regret it. It said, yes, I regret my actions. All right. This person definitely feels some sort of way. They definitely are embarrassed about whatever it was that they did, however it was that they acted. Like maybe it was a huge wake-up call for them. Like they were like, wow, I can't believe I did that. You know what I mean? And sometimes people aren't bad people, you know, like this person by themselves is totally fine and this person by themselves is totally fine. But when you put two people together, sometimes like it's like they bring out the worst in each other, you know? And it's like not that that person is a bad person or that you're a bad person, but together, like y'all just like make a horrible combination. Yeah, they definitely want forgiveness and they definitely have love for you with the Two of Cups. They definitely love you or have love for you, you know? Like the two of Cups is definitely like an offer of love. You know, but they don't feel like they don't feel like they can be the person that you need them to be, you know? There might have been a third party in the past, and it's like they don't think that you're going to see it any other way, you know? And we got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So they definitely feel unfinished business with you. But they definitely regret it. You know, with the Five of Cups, boom, that's betrayal right there. It's like, look, she's like, I am so sorry. You know, I did not mean to betray you. I am so sorry. You know, but she learned a valuable lesson, and he learned a valuable lesson through both of that. It's like it happened that way for a reason. Let's see what else we could get. Can't get smart, get 99. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, but this person's guarded. They're guarded, or they think that you're guarded. You know, but the card already came out for it that they want a new start with you. You know, you could be dealing with an Aries or a Sagittarius or an Aquarius. You know, like they hope that one day, they hope that one day you guys can move past whatever happened. You know, they hope that one day that you can forgive them. Like they're working really hard on themselves, you know, working really hard. Like maybe they're manifesting, like trying to manifest a better life, trying to manifest being a better version of themselves. You know, maybe they're actually going to therapy, you know, working out some anger issues or something. It takes a lot of courage to ask for therapy, you know? Like for a long time, like I refused to go to therapy because I felt like I was admitting defeat, you know? It's like, no, that means that I'm admitting defeat. But it's like, I wouldn't go to a plumber if I needed my car fixed, you know? And it's like, why do we have such this like negative connotation about going to therapy? It's like a lot of us, especially as people that are like rocks, you know, it's like, no, I'm not going to go to a therapist. You know, but it's like those are professionals. Like if you feel like you got something wrong, you wouldn't go to an electrician to plumb your freaking house, you know? Like you would go to an electrician to do your electricity. But I think this person is actually starting to try to take some steps in the right direction. I think they did learn something valuable from this. Yeah, the Empress. Yeah, and the Eight of Pentacles. They're definitely working towards it. You know, and they really hope that one day you can like forgive them and move past it. But they're definitely embarrassed. So the answer to the question is, for Gemini, do they regret it? Yes, they absolutely regret it, Gemini. All right, let's go on to Cancer. Hello, Cancer. Welcome here, welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on. Hi, my name is Crystal, and I'm a recovered addict. I got 3 years. I got my recovery bracelet on. I got like 3+ years in recovery. I know that I'm not for everyone, but for the people that I am for, like, I love you guys, man. Super love you. So, Cancer. Does this person regret whatever it was that they did? Whatever happened between you guys? Do they regret it? I mean, and only you know what it is. Whatever the it is. Would you hear me out? I would try to explain myself. I mean, they can try to explain themselves, but does that mean they regret what they did? It's like they're attracted to you. It's like, are they going to try to manipulate you into seeing things from their perspective? It's like, okay, you want to explain yourself, but that doesn't change the facts of whatever happened, you know? It says, you made me doubt myself. Sometimes I don't know who I am anymore. Why do I still feel this intense about you? It might be driving them crazy. I seen Dan in my friend Mojo's chat the other day. I said hello to him. So this person you probably live in this person's head, and they didn't expect that at all. And that is the hardest thing to do, is to try to get somebody out of your, like, how do you get somebody out of your head? It's one thing when you move away from a house or you leave a job, you quit going to the job, but it's like you just leave that job and then it's gone. You know what I mean? But it's like, how do you stop thinking about someone that lives in your head, you know? It's like, even if you don't drive by their place, their favorite place, like if you had a restaurant or whatever, it's like this person tries to not drive by your guys' favorite restaurant, or tries to not listen to any songs that reminds them of you. But even in the thought of trying to get away from that still reminds them of you. It's like, how can they get away from it? You know? I think it's driving this person crazy. Yeah, their feelings don't make sense. It's like, my feelings don't make sense to me. Says, can you accept where I'm at right now? Because my life is a mess. I mean, when we love somebody, we have to truly love them for who they are in that moment. Like, we can't love somebody for the potential of them. A lot of time, us as humans, that's why we end up falling in love with somebody's potential. It's like, we see the best in people. We see their potential. We see who they could be. We see what we want to see in them. We have this like fairy tale idea of like who they are or who they could be with us, you know, if they just acted this way, or if they just stopped doing that, or if they could act like this, you know? But it's like, do we stop to realize that we're not loving who they are in that moment if we're constantly like, well, I'd love you if, you know what I mean, or you'd be perfect if, you know? It's like, we gotta love people for who they are, where they are in that moment, you know? Because they say they can't promise you anything. It says, battle is all I know. It's hard for me to put down my sword and choose my heart instead. You could be dealing with an air sign, right? Air signs is all up in their head. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Which feeling? Let's see what the tarot has to say. Ooh, they didn't want it to come to an end. We got the Tower in reverse. But I'm still not getting any like solid cards of regret. It's like, will you hear me out? Can you hear my side of the story? But it's like, you know, we got the Devil in reverse here too. You might be dealing with the Capricorn, but I still don't feel any solid. It's like, there's no solid cards of actual regret. Like, they don't want to fight with you, you know? Like, they still have hope that you guys could fix this or that it can be mended, but I don't feel any actual apology. Nope, justice in reverse. It's like they think that everything would be fine if you just saw things from their perspective. If you could just see it my way, you know what I mean? Then we'd be fine. We wouldn't even have this problem. We wouldn't even have this conversation. There wouldn't even be an issue. It's like, if you could just see things my way. But this person definitely like you live in their head. But how do we stop it? It's like, we don't even know that, like, if like, I've definitely been there, you know, to the point of obsession. Yeah. And it's like sometimes that it's still like now I just smile about it. If I think about the person that like, you know, like lives rent free in my head, like I just kind of smile about it. And I thank them for the lessons that I learned from them. Like I went through all the stages of like, you know, first I was confused, and then I was angry, and then I was, you know, like I went through the grief, I went through this, I went through like the confusion, the frustration, the angry at the world. So now I'm like, I just smile about it, you know, like, huh. Like there they go again, running across my fucking forehead. Boop, boop, boop. Like, what up? You see their name everywhere, or you know, just random synchronicities or whatever. I just smile about it. Like, thanks. It used to drive me crazy. Sometimes I still catch myself like, why, like asking why, what the hell, you know, what in the fucking fuck universe, excuse my language. Well, no, excuse my language. I'm not sorry, but seriously, what, why, you know, it's all right. It's like, that person's my best friend. They're my best friend. They're always with me. Yeah. So Cancer, this person's still kind of sneaky. We got the 7 of Swords. Right. And then you go right back to like thinking about it, you know, all of the things. It's like something triggers and it's like boop, 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 boop. It's like right back into this whole progression of thought. So this person is definitely still sneaky, Cancer. And I don't feel any sort of actual regret coming from them. Like, I do feel like you live in their head and they do obsess over whatever it is that you're doing, but they really feel that everything would be fine if you just saw it from their way, you know? And we got the 7 of Swords in the World card. All right. So they know that it's over, you know, and they is out in the cold. And they're very much like, they might be very, mentally manipulative with the Queen of Swords reverse. They might throw a lot of truths at you to hurt you, you know. They might say a lot of things just to get under your skin because they know how to push them buttons. They know how to trigger those responses. So I'd be careful with this person. I'd be careful with them. Yeah, but triggers are our responsibility ultimately, right? It's like people can't tiptoe around us because we have triggers. It's like we have to learn how to internalize our own, like we gotta take a hold of our own triggers, figure them out, transmute them, turn them into purpose, power, use it to fuel you instead of to trigger you into a downward spiral, you know. So yeah, Cancer, I don't trust that person's regret. Like, I don't think they actually have regret for it. I think you do live I think you live in their mind, and they think that everything would be fine if you just saw things from their point of view, but they're not willing to work it out any other way. All right, let's go on to Leo. Leo. Hi, Leo. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on. It's like, hi, my name is Crystal, and I'm a recovered addict. I got 3+ years in sobriety, and I will not stay anonymous so that other people can be comfortable. You're either going to love me or you're going to hate me. But I love everybody. I love you. I love you. All right, Leo. Does this person regret whatever it is that happened between you guys? Like, do they truly regret it? Not no fake-ass regret. Do they actually regret it? Do they learn something? Right? Lessons are blessings. Lessons equal blessings. Leo, does this person regret whatever they did to you? Whatever happened? Only you know what it is. Do they regret it? Says, the way I treated you was wrong. Please don't put up with that behavior. Ooh, they knew it. They knew it. Can you forgive me? You know, I think this person is probably secretly like proud of you. All right. They might not like They might not verbally like say that, but whatever it was, however you stuck up for yourself, like if they crossed some sort of boundary and you were like, no, I said no means no, I said no, and not with a question mark, but as an actual statement, like it might have hurt their feelings. They might have tried to flip it on you, but secretly they were like, damn, like, hey, but they would like to work it out with you. You know, they knew whatever they did was shitty, and they would like to work it out with you. But they don't want to give you any false hope or promise anything that they can't deliver. All right. So this person's probably not ready to commit. They're probably not ready to change their ways, but like they'd probably tap it if you gave them a chance to, you know, they'd probably hit that. They'd probably let you wash their laundry or something, you know. Oh, but we do have the regret card. There's one card in here that actually says the words, I regret my behavior. So, yeah, they actually do regret it. They do regret it, Leo. Let's go on to tarot. Because that's the card right there. There's only one card that says that in that whole thing. So, they actually do regret it, Leo. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Right? Leo, there's your sign. Yeah, they're not willing to put in the work. Were they hurt by it? Yeah, we got the Three of Swords. You know, whatever it was, it probably hurt their ego more than anything. You know, whatever it was that happened between you guys probably hurt their ego. They're like, what you mean you don't want to be with me? Like, don't you know I'm the flyest thing since freaking Captain Crunch? Yeah. Yeah, they're not taking any sort of accountability. You could have been dealing with a Libra. We got Taurus, Libra, Scorpio. And Libra again, we got 2 Libra cards. They're not taking any accountability. You know? They're not up in their head about it, but I do think that you bruised their ego. But they definitely do regret it. Whatever it was, like there's only the one card that says, I regret my behavior, and you got it. So that answers that question. You might see something, like you might see some sort of like full circle. You know, I hate to use the word karma, but you might see something come full circle, you know, in a lesson learned with whatever actions they took. You know, but you do got, they do have the 10 of Cups with you. Like they definitely have strong feelings for you, but they don't feel like there's any hope with the Star card in reverse. It's like whatever happened, they're like, I don't know, they're secretly proud of you. And they definitely have regret, Leo. Being ghosted sucks. You know, but they had secrets. Could have been dealing with the Pisces. You know, they were emotionally manipulative, mentally manipulative. Be telling, it's like, well, I didn't lie to you. You just didn't ask. You know what I mean? It's like one of those kind of things. It's like, I omitted the truth is because you didn't tell me. I mean, you didn't ask me, so I didn't technically lie. Well, you can't put nobody on a pedestal for your happiness. Like your happiness, like you are responsible for your own happiness. Ain't nobody, no thing, no nothing outside of you can turn on that switch of happy for you, but you know? There's people that can increase your happiness. You know what I mean? They can elevate your happiness, but they can't make you happy. Yeah, Leo, this person didn't want things to go down the way that they went down. I really feel like it was a huge blast to their ego. We got the Tower in reverse. And we got the Queen of Swords, you know. Ah, dang it, dropping cards. Queen of Swords in reverse, this way. You know, they didn't want it to come to an end. They probably said a lot of half-truths or omitted a lot of truths out of the situation, you know, but they felt like that you didn't ask, so they didn't tell. So they didn't feel like they were technically lying. Yeah, but we got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So this person is probably not going to come forward, but they did see you guys being happy together at one point. You know, maybe you were just a catalyst for their spiritual evolution. Like whatever happened between you guys needed to happen so that either you could learn a specific lesson or that they could learn a specific lesson. You know. All right, Virgo. 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 Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good night, good afternoon. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please remember to hit that little like button. It's a little click for you, but a huge bada boom for me. Big bada boom. Okay? It really is. It really truly is. Like, I mean, I'm 3 years sober now, and I've gained a bunch of weight since I've been sober, right? And it's like the most human girly thing I've ever done was stand in front of the mirror crying about clothes, you know? And I had to like pick myself up, throw my ego to the side and be like silly human, you are crying over clothes, you know, like seriously, you know, it's like one of the girliest things I've ever done. Crying over clothes. I was like, silly human. But that's all right. Virgo. Here, hold on. I was busy talking. Does this person regret whatever it was that they did? Virgo? Do they regret whatever they did? Do they regret it? Oop, that one wanted to pop. The way I have treated you was wrong. Please do not put up with my behavior. And it says, life is too short to stress about love. Right? Ain't that the truth? It's like, it's better to find out what's not for you so that you can get on with getting on with what is for you. Like the more time you spend with something that is no good for you, the less time you have with the thing that is, you know? It's like being at work. It's like nobody wants to be at work all day slaving away for someone else, you know? It's like the minute you clock out, you go home and you go do what you want to do. It's like being with the wrong person is like being clocked in at a job you hate, you know? No matter how much potential you see in them, it says, I gave up on love. It's like my heart wants to go its own way no matter what I try. So maybe this person is just genuinely like a player. Like they don't care. They don't care who's in their bed. Like they don't care. You know, they probably got it inbox full of people. It says, I make excuses because I don't want to love again. So it's like this person is like one of those people that would just rather like hurt you before you hurt me, you know, like I'm going to dump you because you're just going to eventually break my heart. So I'm just going to shield my heart. You ain't getting to my heart. You know what I mean? And if you even creep up the tiniest bit over that wall, like I'm out, you know, this person feels like they are super afraid. I am terrified. This is terrified of rejection. Just as I say that, this person is super afraid. You know, we got to be careful because, like, a lot of times us as humans, we want the bad guy to be good just for us. You know what I mean? And we want the bad girl to be good just for us. You know, we got to be careful with that. Because usually the bad guy will be good for you for tonight. You know what I mean? As long as you know what you're getting yourself into, then by all means, you've grown. Go ahead and do what you got to do. But this person has no intentions of settling down. Yeah, they're gonna hold back their feelings for you. If they even remotely start feeling like they've got any, like, you can't leave your toothbrush at my place. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean you left this toothbrush at my place? Like, that is not your pillowcase. You better get your shit the fuck up out. I already called you an Uber, you know? Like, that's the kind of energy that I'm getting from this person. It's like, no, you can't leave. Don't even leave a single sock at my house. It's like they don't want anything to do with being in any sort of committed relationship. They're like, Says, please let me go. I need my space. I cannot give you what you need. So, sorry, Virgo. Those cards are like, nah. They don't have any regret for what it is. They don't have any regret for what it was that happened. Because they felt like they were being true to themselves. Like, they probably even said that they wasn't good enough for you, you know? They probably said, I'm no good for you, you know? I know that me personally, I've been told that before, and I'm like, no, I can fix that. I can help you. I can save you, you know? And I ended up drowning myself trying to help someone else from drowning, you know? Like, don't drown yourself trying to save someone else. This person don't want to be fixed. No. This person don't want to be fixed. They want to let that tower burn. We got the tower and the upright. It's like if they're in control of the tower falling, then they feel better about it, you know? Like if because they have control over it. Like this person probably has a lot of childhood like abandonment issues or like some sort of childhood trauma, you know, and now they are in control of whatever it is that hurts them in their life now. And if they have control over it, then it won't hurt so bad than just if the universe comes and kicks a tower over. So they will end it way before it ever even gets started. All right, good night. Yeah, nope. No. I don't think this person regrets what it is that they did, Virgo. Sorry to say it, but it doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Looks like that person is stuck in being a player. Because being a player feels easier to them emotionally than getting their heart broken. All right, let's move on to Libra. Libra. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, whatever time you'll be watching this video. I super appreciate every single one of you, like joining in, saying hello, hitting that little like button. Like it's a little click for you, but it's a huge bada boom for me. Big bada boom. Chicken, good, multi-pass. Hi, Michael. So we're gonna see Libra. Just some quick little message. You know, did they regret it? Do they regret it? Whatever it is, does this person regret it? Do they regret it? Says the way I have treated you was wrong. Please don't put up with my behavior. They know that whatever they did was wrong. You know, and if anybody's like, hey, don't put up with my behavior. Ooh, I have addictions. I'm no good for you. You got to watch that. That's how I got started. That's how I relapsed. It was ending up with somebody that was into drugs. You know, I'd been clean for like 15 freaking years. And because I was codependent and because I wanted this person to love me, like I ended up getting myself into all kinds of trouble. Like, don't try to save you. Like, don't try to save people. Like, you can't save them. They will end up drowning you. All right. And if this person's got addiction issues, like, you can help them from the sidelines, but you can't help them. You can't help them up close and personal. Battle is all I know. It's hard for me to put my sword down and choose my heart. I cannot commit to you. It's too much responsibility. Let's see. But they're still drawn to you. Like, do they have feelings for you? Like, do they feel drawn to you? Yeah. But I think this person will probably try to pick fights with you just so that they could go party with their friends. You know what I mean? Like they'll probably make up some sort of like out of nowhere, out of a clear blue sky, I'll be having a great morning, you know, like hugging and kissing, and all of a sudden, like their attitude will switch on you, boom, like that. And it's because they have that addiction, and they would rather go and party with their friends because their friends aren't going to hold them accountable for what it is that they're doing. All right. So this person probably picked a lot of fights with you for no reason other than the fact that they wanted to go get high, or they wanted to go drink, or they wanted to go do something that they knew you wouldn't approve of. You know, but they do regret how it hurt you. They do regret how it hurt you. All right. So yes, they do regret it, but this person has addiction issues. You know, and ain't nobody gonna get sober for someone else. Like the only way that somebody gets sober is for themselves. Okay. Like you can't beg them out of it. You can't love them out of it. You can't shame them out of it. Let's see what we got from the tarot. Right? Birds of a feather flock together. And that's why you got to watch the people that you're around, you know? Like they say that the 5 people that are closest to you will tell you where you are in your life. Like it'll give you your sum total income. It'll give you, like, if you watch the five closest people around you, like what they talk about. Are they depressed all the time? Are they constantly on negative? You know what I mean? Like then you'll notice like that all of your friends have that same sort of characteristic, you know? Like do the 4 other people in your circle smoke cigarettes? Then you're probably going to be the 5th. Or do the 4 other people in your circle, are they homeless addicts? Then you're going to be the 5th. Are the 4 other people in your circle like millionaires, business owners, entrepreneurs? Then you're going to be the 5th. It's like you got to be really careful who your circle is and who it is that you like closely relate to, because a lot of times we feel like we're going to save people, but then they end up drowning us, you know? So Libra, this person had some addiction issues, and no, they have some regret, but I'm sure they have more regret. Like they're blocked. They're blocked emotionally. You know, they're probably blocked. They probably don't take accountability. They probably don't realize, they don't have the emotional capacity to realize how much hurt that they've actually done to you, you know, or done for you, however you want to look at it, you know? Like it's just a byproduct of their addiction. Like all the hurt that they have caused onto you is because that's who they are on the inside. Like they are hurt. Well, congratulations. Thank you for showing the way. 22 years is a long time, man. Like I started out, my first time was like 10 years, you know, and then I quit, and then I would still drink and do whatever. And then when, this last time it lasted like 5 years, and, nope, not going back. I can't, like, not even one time, you know? So thank you for showing that 22 years is possible. Like being sober for 22 years, that is a huge feat, you know? So thank you for leading the way. You know, my 3 years might seem impossible to somebody that has only been clean for like a week. You know, that's why I really truly believe that everybody's story matters. That's why, you know, like I was inspired to write my book by my friend Adam Vibe Gunton. He's the founder of Recovered on Purpose, and he helped me write this book, you know. And it's really truly only other addicts that can help other addicts. It's like we don't want to listen to somebody that ain't never been through it, ain't never been there, ain't never done it, you know. And it's like only our story has words that can get to the person that needs to hear it. It's like we have the words that only make sense to the person that needs to hear it. That's why every single one of our stories is super important. You know? It's like they say anonymous, man. Like, nah, like I'm loud, man. I'm not proud of my stupid shit, but I'm loud about it so that the people that are suffering in silence in the back can hear, you know? hear that it is possible, that people do change, that you can overcome it. You know, you can transmute that pain into power and to purpose. So yeah, Libra, this person is they have addiction issues, and the reason why they hurt you is because they are tormented inside of themselves. It has nothing to do with you personally. I don't think it has to do, it's not your fault. You know what I mean? It's not anything that you did personally. It is this person. That person is truly an unhealed person, okay? And it has nothing to do with you. So don't take whatever they did personally, all right? That is a reflection of them. Like, honestly, truly a reflection of them. You know, and this person could probably use a friend for sure. All right, let's go on to Scorpio. Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're just going to get these quick little messages on if they regret it or not. Do they regret it? Right? Pretty simple. Do they regret it? Like, helping other people, like that's like totally my purpose. Like what I'm doing right here, right now. Like, I came to tarot looking for a horoscope when I was completely out of my mind. Like I was probably at my rock bottom, right? And I was looking for my horoscope, and there were no horoscopes on YouTube, you know, and that's how I ended up finding Tarot Land. If it wasn't for Tarot Land, like, I never would have learned how to take accountability, how to heal myself. It's like, I was in therapy. I went to therapy like twice a week for years, twice a week for years. Like, they diagnosed me with CPTSD. I had hit rock bottom for sure. And then I found Tarot Land, you know, and now I have the opportunity to reach back into the fire and pull as many people as I can back out, you know, to help you learn how to heal yourself to the best of my ability, to the best of my human ability. Scorpio. You know, that's why I'm so honest with my book. Like, that book's brutally honest, man. Like, brutally, trigger warning, brutally honest. Right? Spirituality. It's like, yeah, I stopped doing tarot because my spiritual coach was super Christian, and he told me that I couldn't do tarot and have Jesus love me at the same time. But through Christ consciousness, I understand that Jesus loves me no matter what, man. Jesus always loves me, and I love Jesus, you know? So if my heart is pure and my intentions are pure, then this is not demonic. Like, I'm trying to pull people out of the fire, right? So I had to thy own self be true, and had to follow my own calling of what spirit, God, Jesus, whatever you want to call it, put on the table for me. And this is where I'm at, man. Scorpio. It'll be in the description box of every one of my newer uploads. Like, after this video is done and posted live, I'll go in and put it from my phone. Like, I'm kind of computer illiterate, so like, I do everything. I wrote my whole entire book from my phone, so I'll go back in and like put it in the description box. But it's in the description, or you can get a free download on my website, which will also be in the description box. And I appreciate the support. Like, thank you so much. Scorpio. I should change the time because I've been talking. Jibber jabbering over here. I get that from my mom. I'm going to blame my mom for that one. All right, Scorpio. Does this person regret what it is they did? Do they regret it? Whatever it is, do they have regret? I have so much Scorpio in my chart, I might as well be a Scorpio. I work really hard on distracting myself from you. I have a Scorpio stellium. I know you did. I know I did you wrong. You did not deserve this. So they might be taking on extra hours at work. You mean more to me than you think. So yeah, if I was gonna say that this person, does this person regret whatever happened, I absolutely. So I want to touch you physically. This person absolutely absolutely regrets whatever happened between you guys. You know, they might be trying to distract themselves, getting extra hours at work. I never thought I could ever feel this way about someone again, it says. So maybe they had been through some like major heartbreak before, or had gone through a divorce before they met you, you know, and didn't ever plan on falling in love with somebody, but it looks like they really did. And it looks like it says there are people that don't agree with us being together. So there might have been some sort of third party like energy, not saying like infidelity third party, but like somebody in their ear, you know, maybe it was their parent, or, you know, maybe there was like religious like differences or cultural differences, or maybe there was like a huge age gap. This is, I don't want you to hold on to me. Please don't wait for me. You know, this person really does like, out of all of the readings that I've done so far, this one feels the most like lovey-dovey out of it, you know? Says I know I have to make a decision. It's in my face. That's the way to do it though. Says I don't want to be like the rest. I know I'm different. So they might be taking time to heal, you know? Whatever it was that happened between you guys, like they definitely like, I definitely feel that they loved you, you know, or they probably still love you. Not that they loved you, but they still do love you, you know, and they're probably working on themselves. Maybe they're learning how to take accountability. You know, they're learning how to take accountability, but we've got the 10 of Cups, you know. This person really had a lot of love for you, you know, their version of love, you know, their version of happily ever after. The Judgment card. So they might have thought that you judged them harshly, or they might have judged themselves too harshly. So, you know, they got the eight of swords. You know, I think they're starting to get over it. Whatever it was that happened, I think they're starting to heal from it. You know, like they're doing a lot of things to distract themselves, to not think about it. The Wheel of Fortune. They do feel karmically tied to you. You know, they do want your forgiveness. We do have the Page of Cups. They definitely have love for you. Like out of all the signs that I've read so far, this one seems to be the most like loving, and they are sorry. With the Five of Cups, like they know they betrayed you. They betrayed your trust some way or another. You know, you could be dealing with the Gemini. What do we got? Gemini, Taurus, Libra. It's like they feel like, it's like, I didn't mean to betray you, you know? But whatever it was a clear, like they clearly stepped over some sort of boundary, you know? They definitely feel like they regret it though. Like I feel like they love you and they regret it. Yeah. Look at this dude. His head down. Sitting by the water. All mopey. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely regret. They definitely feel bad about it. You know, and they definitely do things to try to distract themselves, like hide themselves away. They probably avoid any of your guys' favorite places that you went to. You know, they don't want to fight. They don't want to fight with you. But they definitely feel out in the cold. Like they feel like they're out in the cold, like they don't belong anywhere. You know, they didn't want to walk away. The Eight of Cups in reverse. It was like they was no choice. Yeah, there was no other choice, no other option. the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. You know, you could be dealing with an Aries. We got Aries, Libra, Virgo, Gemini on the board here. So yes, this person does regret it. Yeah, that's usually how people try to get over someone. Like, they feel like they're going to get over someone by being on top of someone else or under someone else, but it never ever works that way. And it's super unfair for that person to begin with. You know what I mean? It's like you hook up with somebody that just got out of a relationship and they want to take all these cute kissy face pictures, and you think it's because like, oh, they must really like me, but really they're just trying to take all these selfies of you and them together so they could piss off their ex. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's not fair to the new person that they're with, you know? That's not fair at all. And usually it's some innocent bystander or somebody that hasn't done enough emotional healing to know that that's what's going on, you know? Like they're all for it. Like, yeah, let's piss off your ex. Like some people are all about it. Like, yeah, let's take these pictures so we can show it to your ex, so we can put it on this, so we can put it on social media, so we can be all ha ha ha, nah nah nah. You know what I mean? Like that's such a low vibration, man. And if that's the way a relationship starts, if that's the energy of the relationship, like that's how it's going to end, and that's what's going to happen with the next person. You know? Yeah, we got the Tower. Yup. And that cycle repeats itself until somebody sticks a fork in that wheel and stops it. You know? So Scorpio, yeah, I do think that this person regrets whatever happened between you guys. And I do think that they definitely have like love, like they were in love with you, you know, their version of whatever in love was. Like they feel like they loved you, you know, and they definitely do have regret for whatever it was. But I don't think they changed either. Let's go on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Sounds like a little dinosaur. Sagittarius is rawr. All right, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please remember to hit that little like button, drop in, say hello, hello. Like, hi, my name is Crystal, and I'm a recovered addict, and it's my honor to be here reading for you guys tonight. So I appreciate every single one of you for being here. It means more to me than words have words for. There's no words for the words. Okay. Sagittarius. Did they regret it? Do they regret it? Whatever it is, Sagittarius, do they regret it? Let's see. Do they regret whatever it is with Sagittarius? First card out. I regret my behavior. Yup. They most definitely regret it. That's like Auntie Karen would say, point blank period. That is Houston. We have a yes. They regret it. Okay, Houston. And they are depressed with their life. It's like they are depressed now. They definitely regret it. This person probably feels like an idiot for whatever they did, you know? This is like, I gave up on love. Like whatever happened between you guys, or like, I feel really pouty. Like this is real, like big fat juicy ones, little teeny tiny ones. Oh, how they wiggle and squirm. So there are things inside of me that I am too afraid to show you, right? Maybe they got some demons in their closet. That's one thing that's cool about owning everything that you have ever done, is like, if you are just honest with yourself and honest with the people around you about who you are, about where you come from, about what you've done, then there's nothing that you have to hide. You know, there's nothing that anybody could use against you. You know, when people like really fully own themselves, every horrible thing they've ever done, you know, like they're like, yep, I did that, you know, like, yeah, I'm not proud of it, but yeah, I did that, you know, then they don't have to feel this way. They don't have to feel like they're in the closet hiding from themselves. It's like, because they're not hiding from you, they're hiding from themselves when they do that. You know, they're not loving themselves. Like they don't love themselves enough to come out of the shadow, much less let you see their shadow, you know. But you mean more to me than you think. Like, this person is super ashamed of whatever happened. I worked really hard on distracting myself from you. Like, I feel like the super sense of embarrassment and ashamed. Like, they're ashamed of whatever happened. It's like they don't just regret it. It's like it goes beyond regret. It's like they're ashamed of themselves, you know? Which that's pretty deep. That's deep. That's deep, Sagittarius. It's like my heart wants to go its own way no matter what I say. But this person is scared of their own shadow. It's like if they're afraid of themselves, if they can't own who they are inside of themselves, it's like how can any of us expect anybody else to love us if we don't even love us, you know? Not to say that means you're unlovable. Like, everybody deserves love, you know? I wish I would have had the courage to stick up for myself. I know I did you wrong. You did not deserve this. Whatever this person did, like, they're more than regretful. Like, they're ashamed. They're ashamed of themselves. They're like, I cannot believe I did that to Sagittarius. Like, they're embarrassed about it. They're ashamed. Like, that's a little bit deeper than just regret. But it's not easy for them to explain how they feel. Like, maybe they are definitely not the greatest communicator in the world, especially when it comes to emotions. I know I've done some stuff that I'm ashamed of. Like, I am ashamed of some of the stuff I've done. Like, you know, but I'm not going to hide, you know. Kitty, stop it. Pixie. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Yeah, this person didn't want to walk away. Whatever happened, they didn't want it to happen. They didn't want it to go down like it went down. You know, they got the Chariot in the reverse. They felt like it was out of their control, even though it was like probably totally in their control. It was part of the divine plan, you know. But they definitely seen like long-term happiness, you know. Long-term happiness, like that they thought that you guys could build an empire together. You know, and they would take a leap of faith towards you if they thought that they could. If they thought that they could, yeah, with the Ace of Cups too. Like, this person is more than regretful. Like, yeah, they definitely didn't want that. Yeah, but they're guarded. They have their guard up. Or they think you do. But they feel a very strong connection with you. Like, they're very heartbroken about it. Whatever it was that happened, like, they're super, like I said, they're more than regretful. Like, they're ashamed. And they definitely have mad love for you. Mad love for you, or they were definitely in love with you. We got Gemini, we got Cancer, we got Leo. And we got Scorpio on the board here. That's the way it should be. We all, like, I don't know, we all grow. We never know what one person has learned from the last time we seen them till the next, you know? Like, we always take this like snapshot in our mind of like the person that we seen the last time that we see them. And like, whenever we reminisce about it, we usually end up reminiscing about the things that were like the good times we had, all the good times that happened, you know? But then we don't stop to think of how much we've learned in between the last time we saw this person and then the next time that we see him, you know? Like, I am living proof that people can change. Like, I have lots of friends that are living proof that people can change. Like, people really do change, you know? It is definitely possible. Yeah, but this person is definitely guarded. Got the nine of wands again. So this person is definitely guarded, or they think that you're guarded, but they're more than regretful of whatever it is that happened between you guys. Like they're ashamed of themselves, which I'm sure ultimately like teaches a more valuable lesson. Like that's a deeper feeling. So whatever it was that happened was definitely a very, very, very valuable life lesson for this person, you know? And it sucks that like super lessons like that have to hurt so bad, but they call it growing pains for a reason, man. It sucks, but growing pains. This person is going through some growing pains for sure. All right, let's go on to Capricorn. Yeah, you can teach an old dog new tricks. My puppy is 14 years old. All right, Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like, I truly appreciate every single one of you. Like, doing this means more to me than I have words to express. So I super appreciate you stopping in and saying hi, you know, coming in and hanging out. So Capricorn, does this person regret whatever it is that happened? Does this person regret it? Capricorn. I know it's a late night tarot. Late night tarot night. Well, I guess that depends on what part of the world you're on and what time you're watching this. It says, why do I feel so intense about you? Ooh, this person got some feels for you. It's crazy, but I think I'm into you. So this person's got some feels. What happened? They feel so much like that. If they feel like this, then what happened? You deserve a better version of me. Ooh. They do something shady. I am depressed with my life. You can't fix that. If there's somebody that's depressed with their life, like you can't fix that. They gave up on love. You know? You can help them. You could try to help elevate them, like help them learn how to like grow and heal themselves, but you can't do it for them. I am better with my mind than I am my heart. I'm at war with my inner demons. Please stay away from now. This battlefield is not the right place for you. This person feels like they are, like they don't have very high self-esteem, you know? This person feels like they're not good enough anyways, you know, like maybe they're not pretty enough, like maybe you could do better, like why would you even want to pick me, you know? Like this person feels very pessimistic. They're like a very pessimistic energy. And it says, I have addictions, I'm no good for you. And maybe that's probably what part of what their addiction is like maybe they're addicted to that negative energy. Like, believe it or not, people get addicted to that, you know? But this person feels very pessimistic. Battle is all I know. It is hard for me to put my sword down and choose my heart instead. You know, it's like, how do you let go of all you've ever known? I wrote a song about that once. Like I used to sing for a thrash metal punk rock band. And it was like, how do you let go of all you've ever known? My fingers are bleeding and they're worn to the bone. I want to die to be born, to live another life where my light has not been clouded where I can close my eyes. Because everyone I ever loved has stolen a piece of my heart. So I got good at ripping it apart, right? That's what this person feels like. Like they got good at ripping it up, ripping their own heart apart. Says, I'm fighting my feelings for you. Like this person just feels like very pessimistic about love in general. You know, they might have really, really, really low self-esteem. You know, they might have a lot of like inner child wounds that they haven't healed. I thought it would be over by now, but somehow I still feel the same about you. All right. This person definitely like they feel I just keep wanting to say pessimistic, but it's like, but does that tell me if they're regretting what happened? Do they regret what happened? It's like, yeah, they want to touch you. They want to be next to you. They want to get physical with you, you know? It's like they have their inner demons. It's like, dude, but do they regret whatever happened? I'm a warrior. I fight. This is what I do, but sometimes I end up fighting my own heart. Yeah, so they might have stopped it before you could stop it, you know? One of those like, did I manifest this? Did I manifest this? Or did I manifest it just so I could say I told you so? See, I told you so. You know, I told you it was going to happen like this. I knew that you were just going to leave me. I knew you were just going to ghost me. I knew it. You know what I mean? Are they manifesting that because of their energy, because of the way they feel about love, you know? Or is it really like, does that just always happen to them, you know? Like this person probably hasn't figured out that that's why they keep manifesting the same thing over and over again, is because that's what they truly believe is happening. So the universe says, that is correct. Here's some more like, I told you so. I told you was going to leave me. I told you was going to ghost me. I told you this was going to happen, you know, because they truly in their heart believe that, you know? And they make excuses when they run. They make excuses so they don't have to feel that no more, you know? So they don't have to be accountable for the fact that they're manifesting that into their life. So they're going to make excuses like, oh, I knew that they were going to do this to me. That's an excuse. That's why I ghosted. I knew that this was going to happen. You know, that's an excuse for not having to love somebody. You know, and I think you make them be accountable for whatever it is that they have going on. Like if you hear them saying that kind of stuff, like you stop them in their tracks, like, excuse me, you know that you're manifesting that, right? With your thoughts and with what it is that you believe, you know, that is correct. Here's some more of. It's like, you make this person accountable for that. And they don't want to be accountable for the fact that that it wasn't just, I told you so. Yeah, they don't like being accountable. They would rather just say, I told you so. So I don't know if this person is regretful. They feel more pessimistic and more like I knew it was going to happen. I told you, you know, they probably tell their friends, oh, look, I knew this was going to happen. I told you, you know. It's like every time I fall into love, this is what happened. And it's like, but if you truly believe that, then that's what's going to happen every time, man. That's why we have to get our own, like, once we maintain control of our own inner dialogue, then we start actually seeing true changes. Like true change starts from the inside and progressively grows outwards, right? Like it doesn't start on the outside and then all of a sudden come inside of us. No, it doesn't work like that. It's like, I am worthy of love, you know? I am worthy of love. Like there is somebody out there that loves me, you know? Yeah, I don't think this person is regretful. I feel like they don't feel like they're worthy with the Empress in reverse. This person is just very pessimistic and they don't feel worthy and they just feel very much like, I told you, like I knew this was going to happen. I told you so, you know? That sucks. Yeah. That sucks. I don't like that for you, Capricorn. All right. I know that love exists because I am love, right? Aquarius. True that. Having love for somebody and being in love with somebody is two totally different things. Same thing with being obsessed too. Like being obsessed with someone is completely different than being in love with them, you know? People are obsessed with people that they can't stand, you know? And that energy is almost just as like that energy field is almost heavier than somebody that is being in love. Like to actually hate somebody takes a whole lot of energy, man. I don't hate nobody. Hi, meow. 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 Pixie. All right, Aquarius. Does this person regret whatever it is that happened? Do they regret it? Aquarius. Do they regret it for Aquarius? Do they regret it, Aquarius? Hi, meow. Hi, meow. Do they regret it? That's Pixie, my little Turkish van kitty. And then Mojo back there. Do they regret it, Aquarius? You deserve a better version of me. Well, you have a very wonderful evening. Sweet dreams. And thank you so much for stopping in. Like, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. And my meow meow meows. So Aquarius, I didn't expect this to happen. The ginger kitty is my kitty, and then the black and white kitty is my cat's cat. It's supposed to be my brother's cat, but that's really just my cat's cat. So whatever it was that happened between you and this person, Aquarius, they didn't expect it to go down like that. They would like to touch you and get physical. If you guys have already been physical, they would like to touch you. They want to reach out and touch you. Well, thank you so much. Since I never thought I could feel the way I do about someone again. Like maybe this person had their heart broken before and like they weren't looking to fall in love when they found you. Says, I don't want you to hold on to me. Please don't wait for me. You shouldn't hold on waiting for nobody though, really. If I could go back in time, I would handle us differently. Ain't that the truth? If I could go back in time, there would be some things that I would definitely do differently. But then if I did that, then I wouldn't be where I'm at right now, you know? I know somewhere out there in the multiverse, like if we're in this multiverse, there's a version of me that has taken every single possible path that there is. This is just the timeline I'm on right now. So somewhere out there, there's a version of me that did do things differently, or there's a version of you that did do things differently, or them that did do things differently. But like on Men in Black 3, where he's like, well, this is the episode where the Yankees or whatever baseball game it was. It's like, oh, well, this is that episode. It's like, but this is that episode, you know? It's like they can't promise you anything, you know? Don't want to make any promises. Definitely not any promises they can't keep. There's only a certain things we actually own in this world, and our word is one of them, right? The way I have treated you was wrong. Please don't put up with this behavior, right? They're proud of you for not putting up with their shit. It's like they knew whatever they did was wrong, and they're proud of you. Even if they don't admit it to you, like they're proud that you kept your boundaries, you know? Because can you accept where I am right now? Because my life is a mess, you know? Can you love someone? Can you love them for who they are in this moment? Or can you only love them if they do that, depending on this, or depend on, or depend if? Like, yeah, I could take you back and I could love you depending on if you do this, or depending on if you do that, or depending if this, or depending if that. It's like we have all these conditions on something that just is. The who, the where, the what, the when, the why are all conditions of something that just is. It's like love. Do you love this person as they are? Or do you love the potential of who you want them to be, you know? And there we are right there. I regret my behavior. So do they regret it? Yes, they regret it. Whatever it was, they regret it. It says, I am depressed with my life. It's like whatever happened between you guys lost some sort of magical spark. And why do I feel this intense about you? They don't know why you run around in their head all the time. It's like, why do you run in my head all the time? You know, why can't I stop thinking about you? Why can't I let this go? It's like if I could have done things differently, if I would have done things differently, like if I coulda, woulda, shoulda, I woulda, but didn't. You know what I mean? So do they regret it? Yeah, the card came out. I do regret my actions, it said. So they do regret it, Aquarius. Let's see what the tarot says. Let's see what tarot says. The Empress in reverse. Like they might not have felt good enough. Could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. You know, something about you intimidated them. You know, maybe they thought that you were too good for them, or you were like out of their league. They didn't feel strong enough to stand next to you, either spiritually or mentally or like financially, you know. But if they could give you that cup of love, like they do have love for you, you know. But that tower came down, you know. Whatever happened was quick and unexpected. It probably took this person by surprise. They probably never thought that it would ever happen like that, but it did. And that's like universe. That's the universe, you know. And I think they're slowly starting to get over whatever it was that happened, you know. They're trying to heal from it, you know, but they thought it was divine. Like they considered it divine, like a divine ass kicking, whatever happened. You could be dealing with the Cancer. Let me see. We got Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Libra, Virgo. Oh, and Leo on the board. So it could be anybody. You know that. You know, and they definitely feel a karmic tie to you. You know, maybe you guys have had past lives together or something. Like they feel some sort of karmic tie to you. And if they saw an opportunity, you know, if they saw an open door of opportunity, you know, if they thought that you guys could be, you know, any part of each other's lives, like they would probably take it and they'd probably be thankful for it, you know. But so does this person regret what they did? The answer is yes, they most definitely regret it. All right, let's go on to Pisces. Pisces. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please remember to hit that little like button. It's a little click for you, but a huge bada boom, big bada boom for me. So I appreciate that so much. To all my new subscribers and all of my like #1 fans, like, man, I love you guys so much. It really makes everything that I've been through in my life like that much more, like has that much more purpose, you know? So thank you guys so much for being here. Let's see, Pisces. Do they regret whatever they did? Do they regret it, Pisces? Let's see. Whatever it is, do they regret it? Chabam. It's not easy for me to explain how I feel. All right, so this person is not a very good communicator. You were right, but I have trouble to admit the truth. So they ain't going to tell you that you was right. It's like you were right, but they ain't going to admit it. And they have secrets that you would not like. They were definitely holding on to something. Yeah, they'd clap them cheeks, you know. They would be down for a booty call if you let it. But this person has definitely got some hidden secrets, you know. And they feel triggered. I feel triggered. Oh my God. Right? Yeah, this person, you probably got away. Whatever happened, like the universe did you a favor, right? Whatever happened with this person, it's like, I think there was way more on the horizon, you know, with all these secrets that they have in there, and the fact that they would just want to clap your cheeks, you know what I mean? Like, I think that there is way more, like you probably escaped something way worse than what it would have been had whatever happened not happened, you know? But do they regret it? They feel intensely about you, you know? Maybe it was whatever happened between you guys made them really reflect on themselves. You know, they didn't expect to either catch feelings for you or to get caught up in whatever they got caught up in. Maybe they didn't expect to get caught, you know? Says, do I regret my behavior? Yeah, I regret my behavior. That's the card for it. That is the card for it. So yeah, they regret it. I mean, but do they regret it because they got caught, or do they truly actually like feel regret for what it is that they did? You know, there's a huge difference. There's a huge difference in being like, oh, I got caught, than like somebody like truly feeling regret, shame and regret for whatever it was that happened. So do they actually regret it? You got the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So I would say, yeah, that they regret how whatever happened, you know. But at the same time, the Moon card, you could be dealing with another Pisces, but they definitely have a lot more secrets than whatever it is that you knew about. Like this, like whatever happened between you guys was just the tip of the iceberg for what could have happened. So I really feel like the universe definitely did you a favor, or they did you a favor, you know, because you would have been a lot more, it would have been a lot worse had it continued. Ooh, with the devil to blam. It would have been so much worse. Like whatever they have hidden in their closet is way worse than what they're willing to admit, you know? And that's gotta suck, man. That's gotta suck to live like that. Yup. The Hierophant in reverse, like, yeah, they can't commit. They're not committed at all. Like, did they have some sort of way? Did they feel some sort of way? Yeah, with the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Yeah, you know. But with all them secrets, the freaking the Moon card coming out, and the extra secrets, they had extra secrets. Would they like to have a celebration with you? Yeah. Would they like for things to go back to being happy? Yeah. You know, but are they truly regretful of what it is that they did? I don't feel like they feel like they did anything. No, the Magician in reverse, right? I don't know, Pisces. I don't know if this person is actually truly regretful. Knight of Swords, the High Priestess. I think you intuitively already know. Like, you intuitively already know this answer. I think you intuitively already know that they've been keeping like way worse secrets from you than whatever it was that you were suspecting, you know? But did they have love for you? Did they feel some sort of way about it? Yeah. But I think the universe definitely did you a favor, you know? Because I think it would have been much, much worse had whatever not happened. Like, how whatever happened, if it didn't happen, I think it could be much worse. Yeah. They're not regretful. Like, they did have feelings for you, you know, and their own version of feelings, whatever that means for them. But I don't think that they were actually in love with you, Pisces. I think they might have been in love with the idea of loving you, or just in love with the idea of love. But this person definitely had some hidden skeletons in their closet. And I think that the universe definitely did you a favor by putting an end to whatever happened. All right. That is not something that you need to deal with. You definitely deserve better than that, Pisces. All right. Well, I guess those are all my signs. So thank you guys so much for being here. It was super awesome hanging out with all of you. And I appreciate every single one of you every single time that I'm here. And it's an honor to be here. Like, it's an honor to be alive. It's an honor to be where I'm at in life right now, doing this with the people that I love, that love me. So I super appreciate every single one of you. And until next time, like, be good to yourself and good to others, always and always. Love you. Vroom, beep, beep. Night, night.